All right, everybody. Well, hello and welcome. I'm Mayor Lauren McLean, hidden behind this mask. Really honored to be here today with all of you to swear in our new police chief, Ryan Lee. First off, I'd like to extend my thanks to Acting Chief, where are you, Ron Weiniger? Acting Chief Weiniger. You stepped in when we needed you after Acting Chief Masterson retired for a second time, and really appreciate the service and partnership we've had in the recent weeks, but of course before, and look forward to continuing to work with you in your role. We are very honored to welcome Boise Police Chief Ryan Lee and his family to Boise. Welcome home. His wife Jessica and daughter Piper are here with us today, and his son Harper is a senior in the Air Force and had to report to duty. What did you tell me just last week? He had to a few weeks ago, so he's back on campus serving our country. I just want to say that this is a really pivotal moment to be swearing in a new police chief. Over the course of 8 months, some of which predated me, the city of Boise sought the right chief. But in that time, a pandemic has hit. We are experiencing extreme economic hardship, and the need to examine policing in our society is elevated. I believe, as did many, that you are the right person for the time that we find ourselves in, for our community, and to lead the Boise Police Department forward. So, Chief Lee, would you please introduce your family and friends who join us today before we begin your swearing in?
I'm joined here today by my wife of 25 years, Jessica. No, that's okay. My daughter, Piper. The infamous friends that we hear about all the time from Boise that told me about the job and convinced me to come here, Michael and his wife, Bevan Daglin. I'm also joined by community members from Portland that have helped me teach judo for years to the community. Ethan and Ben Freck. Ethan is a junior at BSU, so he is a local connection here. And I'm privileged to have Lieutenant Franz Schoening from the Portland Police Bureau and Detective Sergeant Jeff McDaniels make the trip all the way over here just to see the event. So thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank you. Welcome to everybody, and thanks for joining us. Okay, now we will do the official business. Will you please raise your right arm and repeat after me? I do solemnly swear.
I do solemnly swear.
That I will support.
That I will support.
The constitutions of the United States and the state of Idaho.
The constitutions of the United States and the state of Idaho.
And the laws and ordinances of the city of Boise.
And the laws and ordinances of the city of Boise.
And that I will, to the best of my ability.
And that I will, to the best of my ability.
Faithfully and honorably perform.
Faithfully and honorably perform.
The duties of the office of chief.
The duties of the office of chief.
In the city of Boise.
In the city of Boise.
Ada County.
Ada County.
Idaho.
Idaho.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. You are officially our police chief. I'll do the pretend tape. Jessica, would you like to come to the podium, and I'll leave you to pin the badge on Chief Lee. Thank you. Like to make some comments?
Thank you. Pardon me, I've got some prepared comments. Hopefully the print is big enough for my my eyes to follow them. So, Madam Mayor, members of council, and to all the people of Boise, both present and watching online, I'm humbled by this opportunity to serve as your chief of police and join this great community. As I've said before, Boise is an amazing city, and I'm proud to now call it my home. Whether you're hiking to the top of Table Rock, floating the Boise River from Barber Park, looking at the street art in Freak Alley, having coffee in the North End, or watching the sunset from the Boise Train Depot, you are not only surrounded by amazing sights, but amazing people. Everyone I have met in this city has been welcoming and rightfully proud to live here. I look forward to serving the people of this great city and joining a police department with a well-deserved reputation as a leader in community policing. To the staff of the Boise Police Department, I'm honored to join your ranks as your chief. The national narrative around policing has brought intense scrutiny to our profession. Policing must involve and reflect the community, something I know the Boise Police Department is committed to and one of the core values that drew me to seek out this opportunity. The widespread trust and respect of the Boise Police is a reflection of years of investment in community policing approach and the highly competent professional members of the police department. It will be a privilege to lead this organization, sustain and further develop its successes, and assist in ensuring it can meet the needs of a growing community. I am committed to a culture of transparency, accountability, and servant leadership, and I am grateful for this opportunity to lead the Boise Police Department. I look forward to working with all of you and learning how you and we can build upon the successes that we've already seen to serve this city and all of its people even better. For the people of the community, I cannot tell you how much I'm looking forward to meeting you. Over the coming weeks and months, I'm going to be reaching out to you and learning about your needs, learn what the department is doing well and what we can do better. I will engage and listen to people from all corners of the city to make sure the Boise Police Department is inclusive of all community members and is providing the service the community deserves, wants, and expects. I was drawn to Boise because of the wonderful sense of community, pride, and its welcoming culture. Know that I am called to serve as your chief of police to help protect this community, preserve its amazing values and culture, and ensure that as it grows in size, it feels connected and welcoming to all people. A little story to end. I was riding my bicycle the other day on the Greenbelt just the other morning and said hello to a gentleman who was walking as I passed him. Later, as I was checking to make sure that I didn't have a flat tire, he passed me again, struck up a conversation, and I learned that T2 had been adopted by this community after spending a childhood and working years in Baltimore. I asked him why he was drawn there, and he told me that people say hello and genuinely greet you in Boise. He told me he never has the hairs on the back of his neck stand up because he doesn't feel safe. But most of all, he just feels welcome. He described in those simple words so well what makes Boise special and what I promise to protect for everyone. I look forward to serving you as your chief of police. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Chief. I want to say, too, I'm introducing our City Council members, City Council President Elaine Clegg, President Pro Tem Holly Woodings, Council members Jimmy Halliburton, Lisa Sanchez, Patrick Bajent, and TJ Thompson, who was unable to come. And on behalf of this City Council and my office, I can say sincerely that we're eager to begin the demanding work before us. Look forward to the partnership that we will have with you, with this department, and very importantly with the community to tackle the tough decisions and have the tough conversations that we must have that will move our community forward together. Current events have made it clear that we have to renew our commitment to justice and safety and to hold ourselves as leaders and public servants to higher standards. So we look forward to that close partnership to help ensure that together we create a community where everyone feels safe and valued, and it's truly a city for everyone. So welcome. All of us have stories like yours where we feel as though we've been embraced by this very special community, her people, and the place in which we find ourselves. I'm sure the same will happen for you and your family, and truly look forward to the years to come working together. So please join me. I guess I'm supposed to be back over here. Please join me in welcoming Chief Lee, Jessica, and Piper and Harper remotely to Boise. And with that concludes our ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you all.